Women are the physical manifestation of sensory perception.
Yo, Wyatt, like, real science wasn't real, and if it were, well, we'd all be with Chat before you.
And in the same sense that when your senses are overloaded in any particular way,
you prematurely ejaculate?
That is why women's value must be preserved.
So that's why you can't get a date.
They can't be trusted to handle anything of greater responsibility, anything of greater importance.
Wait, you think that's why they won't touch your penis?
And taking care of babies.
Who's your daddy?
The reason a woman has inherent value is because her value is based on her fertility. To put it bluntly, that's what it's based on. Women's value is based on their fertility. That's why it's in the best interest of a woman.
Well, that's a relief. Here, I thought it was about blowjobs.
The more experiences a woman goes through,
the more she realizes you're a little bitch.
Children grow up much healthier and much happier and are much more successful later in life when the father is present.
You really shouldn't speak on matters you have no experience in.
That's why stepfathers don't really do the trick. You can't just inject a male person into a child's life and say, this is your new father now.
But what if he's your big papa pump and he's got the hookup?
The child knows it's not their actual father.
Yeah, but if your real father's not there to say who's your daddy, then who are you going to say you're my daddy to?
And before any idiots go, well, I formed a bond with my stepfather, I'm aware that exceptions exist.
Unless that exception is a woman who can go to college?
And I've mentioned this in a previous video, but it's because women are not able to connect with God in the same way that men are.
Yeah, if one of your manifestations can't connect with your other manifestation, well, then that might be the fault of your DID rather than one of your manifestations.
Women are not able to renew themselves mentally. They see everything on earth through the lens of the material.
So we see things that are actually right there in front of us rather than manifest things in our mind. Wow, we're like such bitches.
They see everything on earth through the lens of sensory perception. If something doesn't excite them enough, then it's not a good thing.
So what does that tell you? That we think you suck?
They don't have an accurate lens of reality through which they see the world. They just don't see reality.
Why would you choose the name reality for your penis?
They interpret the quality of reality through the type of sensory input they're receiving.
Yet, you see, just because you name it reality doesn't mean we suddenly want its input.
You ever wonder why the vast majority of women don't work out? They're fortunate enough to be born with a nice looking body.
Yo, you checking out my soft spot there or something, Drake Bell? What the fuck?
She's not able to renew herself because women are not as connected to God. They're not able to refresh themselves psychologically. They're not able to detach themselves.
What are you even talking about? Like, we talk to God all the time. She hears every one of our prayers.
And don't let their astrology fool you either. All this crystals, all the chakra, the healing bullshit. There's no such thing as chakras. There's no such thing as crystals, lighting incense. All of that is still sensory. There's no divine presence there.
It's called the clitoris, but color me shocked that you'll never find it.
They might feel a tiny bit of divine presence.
They may? Aw. Well, maybe someday you'll know for sure.
That's how you connect yourself better with the divine presence. But since they're not able to go all the way, they're satisfied with sensory perception. They think that the crystals are the divine presence.
Yeah, that's not a crystal in my pants, but I do sometimes call it God.
Even pleasurable experiences are too much for the woman to handle.
Sure, women's nightstand drawers are all full of examples of pleasure being too much for us to handle.
Whoever takes her on the most expensive date, on the more expensive date, he's the one who's gonna take the cake. She will forever look at every other date after that with a sense of pity.
It's true. I feel like such a bitch. Why can't I just like the boring or the mundane or the uninitiative or the ones who just don't put forth any effort? Those are the men that scream, this is the offspring you want. You want my sperm. You want my lazy, uninitiative, mundane, boring sperm. That's what you want. I'm such a bitch.
Like, oh, it's so cute. Look at him trying so hard. He thinks this is actually impressing me. Look at him trying so hard to impress me. Why is he trying? It's almost like they're confused. They're like, why is he trying so hard to impress me? What have I done to deserve such effort?
No, that's not what the restraining orders say.
the window with the first 100 guys they slept with. And I do mean 100.
That's why the number 101 is tattooed on you. Okay, I mean, we can all always dream.
That's why women can't acknowledge that they do have it easier in life.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's more easier than not being real.
If that's why women can't acknowledge the privileges they have in life.
You know, nothing can make someone understand privilege like a straight white male complaining about everyone else's.
Because it's been a part of their life their entire lives. But don't be fooled. Even they understand that their value is gone. That's why they don't like guys treating them with appreciation. That's why they don't like guys treasuring them. Because they know they're not treasures.
My bikini line waxed in the shape of an X might disagree with you there. And so would every pirate who's found it.
They know they're not worthy of that treatment, but they're in such denial. Women are masters of self-denial. Or rather, not self-denial, but they're masters of going into denial. They don't deny themselves anything. They'll take anything they can get.
Yet you're still over there single. I mean, even Snow White settled for 12 dwarves.
It's observable in our everyday life, and yet nobody can see this. Nobody can take their awareness just an inch deeper and see, yeah, you know what? Men are the ones approaching women. Women are the ones getting approached. So naturally, it would make sense that women have more abundant options, and they're able to hide things easily, and they're able to make it seem like they don't want it as bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we take whatever we can get, because we're trying to play hard to get.
But I don't want to ramble on for too long.
Oh, you approached too long about 5 seconds after you first opened up your mouth.
All they see is whoever gives them the most dick, whoever gives them the most exciting experience.
Where'd he go? Okay, now it's time for member shoutouts. I'd like to thank
Maria Rose 1, Berillion, Ruby Red Shoes, Christy Z, That Amber Chick, TJ from Alaska, Hollyana from Kalamazoo, Shyla, Sassy Nas, Plays and Rain, Sassy Elmo, D. Connor, Haiti Joyless, Jilly, Osbell, Beth Yand, Sweet Home Ale Amanda, Kim in Darkness, Megan Broussard, Cindy D, Molly, Chicken Cakes, Miss Salty, Diane Harlow, Katie's Karma, T. King, Selena Colstead, One Warped Angel, Carol T, Rose, Star Lily, TB, Austin James, Michelle G, Dottie Morgan, Robin M, TB, Cheryl, Dottie Bloomstein, VVLCR, Pretend Fashionista, Crystal, The Dark Magician, Totally Clueless, Sally Godfrey, Paula Dupree, The Missing Poster, Lola W, Captain T, Susan Elliott, Rena Rue, Sunny D, Sensibly Morbid, Grace Case, Busy B, Berber, Bo Roundtree, Danny Marie, Sue M, Claire S. Bear, Jamie Couchard, Jovi's Bomb, Annette Carlson, Lola Pepper, Police Wife Like, Angel Cake, JCM, Kimberly Roddy Mom, Atticus Finch, T. Adams, Sky Vision, Leah, Jeanette Stevens, Little Red Y'all, Gentryard, Jen Gerard, Poodlerific, and Yoo-Hoo Shoo Shoo.
Thank you very much for joining, and thank you everyone for watching.